Oh, good morning, good morning, good morning. My goodness, another sleep in. It's lovely, isn't it? Sunday, the 16th of February. I just saw that as a last minute that I hadn't changed the date. But I have now. So it is Sunday, the 16th of February 2025. And I'm rosboundy bringing you the daily Lenormand card spread reading. Ah, goodness. I really have been enjoying these little sleep ins I've been having, but it's wreaking havoc with the time schedule that I've been using over the last 8 years. Goodness gracious. Anyway, we're here. It is a perfect time for doing our cards. Good morning, Michaela, and happy Sunday to all. And Keza, good morning, Ros and all. It is a good morning. We've got a lovely overcast day today. It's just grey skies and it feels really nice and cool outside. You know, just the mild weather for the end of a summer. Well, nearly the end of a summer. I'm just looking out at it now, and all the little seed pods on the gum tree and everything. It's looking perfect, actually. I quite like it when it's just got that little overcastness and that coolness. Anyway, we're not here for a weather report. It is the cards that we're here for. So tune into your psychic senses. Lovely and mild, exactly, Michaela. Tune into your psychic senses and bring your spirit guides into your presence or awareness so that you can get more of the interpretations direct from them. It's always a much better idea. I can only but do the human side of it, really, and in what I see too. So here we have it. Oh, that's a little bit crooked. Well, sort of. For the way that the camera shows it up anyway. Here we've got, it's the Pixies Astounding Lenormand deck. A lovely little deck, and it is styled after, the artwork is styled after the Rider-Waite. Well, actually, it's not the Rider-Waite. We read that yesterday in our little guidebook, and this is the guidebook. So I'm actually going to pick it up. These are so small. You can see in my hand how the guidebook is so small. The cards are as well. I'm going to zoom in straight away because they are so small. It's very hard to see them at that distance. And this is maxed out at where I can do the actual zooming. That's it. So what we have, and we've got some more people coming online with their comments as well. Good morning, Michelle. Morning all, and lovely Ros. Thank you. Good morning to you, Michelle, and to Sharon. Morning, Ros and all. Good to see you. Are you in bed still? I almost was. You rested and just got up too. So you're up. Good. Hopefully you're having a wonderful breakfast. I haven't had mine yet, of course. Now, here we have it. I'm just going to quickly look at this as in it is styled after the Rider-Waite, but I'm not sure that it's actually... Oh, I know it said somewhere that it's got Rider-Waite as part of it. Oh, is that on the side? No, it doesn't. Oh, it just, the Smith-Waite tarot deck. So it's not the Rider-Waite. But I do know that Pamela Coleman Smith was integral in the Rider-Waite deck as well. So, and Senley, lovely to see you here as well in the Instagram. So, excuse me. What we've got is the coffin as our main theme for the day today. We've got the garden in the home space, and that was in yesterday's reading, but over, now where was that? That might have been the central. It doesn't matter, it's still in the reading anyway. So the garden is in the home space, and we've got the moon today in the workspace. So let's start with the coffin, and that is just a weeniest little bit out of alignment there. I like to have them straight there. That looks a bit better, doesn't it? And I'll just move that over a little bit. There we go. So here we have it. The coffin. Now this one isn't as elaborate looking as what the coffin is for the Gilded Reverie Lenormand. It is, however, of a style that the coffin, I dare say the casing is going to go over top of this once there is that mourning period that is completed. we'll just have a quick look at what the card meaning is from within this particular guidebook. So we're going to be looking at card number 8, being the coffin card. And goodness, like I said yesterday morning, it's not that easy trying to change, to go through the pages of this tiny weeny little book. It's harder the smaller it is, really. Anyway, the card energy for this one, it does say it's a negative card. What we have as keywords are bankruptcy, box, confinement, death, endings, grief, illness, negative event, sickness, transformations. Now, I'm getting the gist that they put the main, it looks like it, they put the main keyword in here in capital letters, in block letters, which is endings. So we keep that in mind. So that's the main theme, it is endings. Now, the full meaning from within this guidebook is part of the Sinister Seven. Now, the coffin indicates that an important life transformation is about to happen. So a serious illness can be coming if the tree card's nearby, which it's not, so it's not that. This is an ending of some sort, perhaps related to a job, relationship or friendship. It may not always be for the worse because changes can be positive. But usually the immediate period surrounding the coffin is troublesome. So maybe it is, maybe it isn't. But for what we're going to be seeing is yet to be fully interpreted. It does have heavy looking clouds. It does have, it looks like a sea horizon line with cloud mountains or, a land. And that does look like sea to me. But I think we're on land. It's not floating like we're used to seeing the Vikings do their burials and funerals and stuff. It's floating on water with an arrow going in a fire to burn it as it goes floating off. That's just some of the movies that I've seen anyway. Anyway. Right, now, where am I at? Yes, Keza. It was in the middle, the garden. I thought it was, for yesterday, the garden, which is what you've said, yes. Thank you for that. So with the coffin being that central theme, it's an ending. Something is going to be finishing up, going to be its completion. So it might be important for you to grieve that process, yes, maybe. But it could be something to celebrate because, like the guidebook has said, and I do feel that sometimes, that it is something to celebrate. Like we do with funerals at times, it's a celebration of the life that has been, not so much the death that has occurred, that it is a celebration. We are all here to die. So, it's taking it in this grand way. I love the candles in this one. It just gives it that nice sense of, what is it? It's got a nice sense about it. Is it that light at the end of the tunnel? Once something's finished, we can see that completion. We can see that is going to be the coming forward of what is new things moving in. Yeah, I like it. It's a very interesting depiction. It looks peaceful and calm and just right. Now, with the garden, which we have heard yesterday, that's card number 20. So this one has a lovely openness because it's a garden. We've got that is being framed by the archway and that feeling of encouraging us outside, the fountain and everything, the flowers in the background, and a really inviting portal to step through almost. Now, this card energy is a positive one. The keywords are audience, entertainment, society, gathering, marketing, meetings, networking, outdoors, parties, public places, publicity, social networking and masses, and the highlighted word is gathering. So today it's Sunday. Maybe you are having a family gathering, a wonderful time with family and friends, and being able to spend that time outside while we have the opportunity to do so. It is still summer. It's still beautiful weather. whether there is some rain in as part of our forecast, wherever you are, because remember, we're not just here in Australia. It is a global sense of all of us being on this earth. So wherever you are, take the opportunity to really appreciate that garden, to actually be in that wonderful family gathering that is indicated today. That's what I'm feeling with it, that it is time to spend with family and friends, of course, because they can become part of our family. We've got this beautiful result of what is the garden that's been lovingly tended, that there's beautiful flowers and a hedge. Is it a hedge or just a rose bush or two? Hard to tell. Hard to tell what type of plant that is. It could even be grapes on a grapevine, and you've got the fruits of your labour and being able to eat them. Yum, yum. That could be a vine that is roses and something that's framing our fountain, and that continuity and progression, with the water being recycled. It goes through and comes back as, the rain that we get goes through Mother Earth and then comes back into the lakes and evaporates and all sorts, the physics of what our water is, and actually all things on Earth. It is all within our Earth space, isn't it? It gives a beautiful feeling of being able to spend time with family out and into that beautiful space of what is Mother Nature. Appreciate and smell the roses. That's what I'm getting with that too. And it is, time to take the dog for a walk, even though we haven't got the dog today. We did yesterday. Really have a fun time at home today and enjoy that family togetherness. Right, let's go across to the moon. That is card number 32. Near the end of our Lenormand, these are the sun and the moon. I'm just trying to find it here. And I've just gone and got the sun instead. Oh, so hard to turn these little pages. So it's almost the continuing this water theme. That is, the bigger base waters that we've got. This one's slightly less calm. It almost feels like it is that cliff face, and we're looking from the ocean to the cliffs, to that is our land mass, whereas this one is almost seeming as if it is floating. I don't believe it is. I don't feel it is. It's on land, but we're looking at that distance of the horizon and the heavens here because of the coffin. What we're looking at is the moon, and that, yes, it's looking at the heavens, but we've got a really good view of what are the cliff faces and that land here, with the, what possibilities are there of what we're going to find in the waters, even the waters and the land. Okay, now the moon, card 33, card energy is positive. So the keywords are creativity, emotions, fame, honour, recognition, reflection. So the main word there is recognition. So here we have that mass gathering that is our home space, in our home space and in our workspace. We will be having that is recognition and being recognised. So our work is going to be seen and recognised, okay? Whatever we're doing in our work today, whether we are or not, just realise, understand, it is being seen, it is being recognised. So think about how the moon has been honoured and revered from culture to culture over the centuries. The romance of the moon and its dreamy qualities, we've just had... what's that day? Valentine's Day. The romance of the moon and its dreamy qualities come through in this card. Recognition of achievements and creativity are reflected in this card. So the moon card can also indicate a coming romance and the emotions that entails. It also can represent creative endeavours. So we're really having the light shone from that moonlight on whatever we're doing, and it's being seen and recognised. It's interesting because it comes after like yesterday I did a art class, a watercolour class, and it was with botanicals, something, not so much from the garden, but botanicals being it was a gum leaf, a blue gum leaf. And I might post it on my page later. It's still progressing, it was not completed, but it's sometimes fun to put the stages of painting up, so I might do that yet. But what we have is that is being seen. You know, the light shines on different aspects of what we're doing sometimes, so that what we're seeing at each different stage of it, which I did take some photos of the stages, is being revealed each time, the same as there's different aspects of our garden that we're seeing as we walk around it, like anything that we do. So allow that spirit guide that you have walking with you to show you what is needed to be shown and recognized as you're moving through your day. Because the light does, it depends on where you are at a particular point in time, at a particular angle, even as to what perspective you're going to be seeing. So bring up, and I'm just getting that confusing factor. Sometimes it's even just those moonbeams. You know how you get the stripiness as it comes through a window in a particular way or something like that, that you'll have that shining on something particularly. And there was certainly a photo when I was a child that really held my attention for a long time, and it was one of when there was a young child who was taken by his parents to the priesthood, and he lived with the priests for, that was his upbringing. And there was a night when God spoke to him directly, and the picture itself had that shining light directly glowing and shining on, I'm not even sure, I think it was Eli or someone like that. Don't quote me. But it's just having that light shining on whatever we're needing to see in our particular point of time throughout our day to day, because it can change, it does shift. Okay, just like our time, you know, the day and the night shifts, and the angles of the light that happens between sunrise, noon, and sun setting, between moonrise, whatever you call the middle of the moon, and it going through its setting, you know, all of that. So it's wonderful. So I hope you can appreciate those cards for today and the meaning that they actually bring to you. So, and I'll going to the comments again, I haven't forgotten. And here we have Fiona saying, good morning, Ros Girly, and all around the globe, a good afternoon or a good evening, because definitely that recognition of our global presence, and those wonderful little emojis that Michaela is sharing. And also what Fiona does, and I so much appreciate this, is the numerology. So our day number today is a 9, and from the cards what we've got is a 7 for the cards. So Ros, I'm working on them. Top symbols, what are the numbers? Oh yeah, sometimes it's very hard, isn't it? What we have is the 20. I'll go back to the cards so that everyone can see as I'm mentioning them. So it's difficult with Roman numerals because it's not a common number counting system anymore. What we have is the garden is card 20 because the X is indicating a 10. So 10 and 10 is 20, of course. And we have the 8 of spades. And hi, Mama Gia in Instagram. What we have with the coffin is card number 8. The V is a 5, and the ones, the eyes, the V is a 5, the eyes are a 1. So that counts to 8. And we have the coffin number is 9 diamonds. And then with the moon, what we have is the 3 X's and 2 1s makes it 32. Card 32 with the 8 of hearts being the corresponding playing card, you know, the regular deck. So there we have it. We've got 20, 8 and 32 with an 8, a 9 and an 8. As far as all those numbers together is what creates our numerology. Well, that's how Fiona does count that. So, and as we can see from here, Fiona's been able to do the 8, 9 and 8, which are the corresponding playing card deck numbers, is a 7. So she'll probably be working on the next like the full number count. So Keza, thank you, Roz. Have a beautiful day to all with those gorgeous gold and silver hearts. Thank you. And we do have Diane here. Hi, Roz, and thank you. Thank you very much. And Mama Gigi has said, hi, honey, it's Georgie here. I can just see your avatar now that you mention your name. So you've got a different name for your Instagram. That's lovely. Nice to see you, Georgie. And Fiona is putting there, it's the 20, the 8 and 33. Yes, that is correct. So all of those would be added up with the number 7 that is part of this, the deck in the middle, that 7 that's there. It can all be very complicated. So there we are, the 28 and 33 with the 7. So we'd add that up as, oh goodness, I'm struggling to get it. 4, 12, 3, 5, I don't know. Fiona, thank you so much for doing this for us, because on the run like this, I can't manage it. Thank you, each and every one of you. Yeah, I was a bit late because it's a Sunday and I slept in, and yeah, I've gone a bit late because I love the chatting and I love interacting with you. It's wonderful to be able to do this. The technology, it's here to be used in many different ways, and I'm so pleased to be able to use it this way. So, oh, good heavens. So, Georgie, my Instagram account locked me out when using my phone, so I needed to whip up a new account so I could watch a video. Fair dinkum. Oh, that's a bit weird. I didn't know you could just whip up another account. So there you go. It is on Facebook. If you needed to go to Facebook, you just look for my name, rosboundy. That's how I've used it for many years, because guess what? I can tend to forget which account I've used my name if I've chosen different ways of putting my name up. So on all of them, I've just used, if it's got that @ symbol, it's rosboundy. And then I don't forget it as far as an account, because I have used the Rosbets name. It is still a legal name that I can use if I so desire, but I've gone back to my maiden name, as many of you do know that. So there you go. Excuse me, now I'm getting a froggy throat. And I love your interaction with us as well, is what George is saying too. It's good fun, and it's most especially good fun when you do the card pulls as well. I haven't done those for a long time. I shouldn't say should. It would be lovely to get back to doing some of those on a Friday night. Friday night just seems to be the right night for those. Well, my night anyway. It would mean it's other people's Friday morning, other side of the globe potentially. Now, Fiona's ready. She's done the numerology for the full bit. So it's the 28, 10, 9, 8, 17, etc., etc. And it comes up to being a numerology of 6 for the cards. Okay, so our day number is 9 and our card number is 6. So it's lovely. Yes, love the cards and the chat. Thanks, Michaela. I do love it too, but I know that we can't waffle on here forever as much as it's fun. We all do have things to do, and I'm going to sneeze in a minute. I knew I was going to. At the age that I am now too, I do have to be very careful of sneezes. Old school, just going to have to pop that up. Old school tarot cards, loved seeing them. We can go through some of the tarots again if for when I may do the card readings, the ad hoc ones on a Friday night or a night or a Saturday or whenever it occurs. I could decide to do one in the middle of the day today. Who knows? So old school tarot cards are good fun, and I have a few decks of those as well. And thank you, Keza. Bless you. Thank you very much. Okie dokie. I think I will leave that there because my tummy is starting to rumble. It wants some brekkie. What's the other thing? Was there something else I was going to mention? Mindful of sneezes. Oh, yeah. Mindful of sneezes. Oh, yes, I hear you. Absolutely. You got it. You have got it. And those beautiful hearts from Fiona. There was something else I was going to mention, but now I can't remember. Um, Sea of Stars is still there. I haven't put that one. I'm just going to put that one in the link. I don't usually have it, seaofstars.com. I haven't pushed it for a while because in the background there's always some things that are improving, changing, and etc. Refining and all that. So it is there. Still have a look. There is less practitioners definitely interested in those who may want to join in as a practitioner. Give me a call or like send me a message or anything for that, so that we can build up that community of practitioners on that website, because functioning the way that it does. It's a very good opportunity to get yourself to get yourself out there more and have the ability to be instantly it's an instant, when you're signed in. Anyway, give me a direct message, get in touch with me about that, and I can explain it in more detail. But have a look at the site if you're interested in being a reader, a practitioner on it, because it is a good return for those who are coming in at this early stage, and being able to do an instant type of reading. You might have seen some of the other sites similarly, but I think the structure in this one is just that little bit different. So give me a call. Ask, direct message or even a call. I think I'm not going to put my number publicly here, but certainly for those of you, just give me a yell out for it. I can certainly give you an explanation or a little demo of how it works. And Georgie, Mama Gigi, I like your name that you've used there. Those gorgeous hearts. Thank you so much. Okay, now I'll leave you with your day, and enjoy your Sunday. Have a wonderful time outside wherever you're going to be, bringing your senses into that garden space, and really remember, it is the gathering. It is something that is public, and just enjoy that outsidedness. Being out of the house, being unconfined, being free in that natural realm of what Mother Nature is sharing with us. It's beautiful outside at the moment. I've got to remind myself I need to go out too after breakfast. I shall. Thank you. And thank you, Michaela. Haha, you switched pages. Your avatar's not there. Thank you. We'll see you tomorrow. Keep being the best you that you can be. And namaste until then.